I can hear the occasional bit of thunder rumbling. So I think we may be having a storm today. I had another magnet from Littlehampton. This was sent to me by Pam, so thanks to Pam from Littlehampton. Never been there, but I know that it's only down the road from Worthing. I also had a very large parcel from Mary of County Tipperary. It's a long way there, you know. And she sent me a selection of tea that is available in her neck of the woods. Now, I have tried this tea in the past and I didn't like it, but I will give it another go because that was about 10 years ago. So I have a selection, a decaf box as well, because what I'm doing now is I'm having a normal tea bag for my breakfast, and then come about 1 o'clock I am on the decaf stuff in the afternoon. So thanks very much for those. My cupboards will be bursting with tea. I am waiting for Too Good to Waste to turn up. Now it's coming up to 12 o'clock and I've only been awake since about 10:30 because I had a very bad night's sleep last night. I woke up about 2 o'clock with acid reflux and then didn't get back to sleep until about 7 o'clock. And I can tell you, it is light at the moment at 4:50. That's what I noticed, 4:50, and the light was out. And if I'd been not as tired, then I would have gone for a walk. But I was so tired I couldn't sleep, if that even makes sense. Another parcel. So I'm in the process of trying to sort out my bureau here. This is where the bills come in. I have a look at them and I store them, and they go in there. But in time, I want to put all the bills and the, what you call it, the life admin stuff in that new desk that I've bought. So I'm just sorting out, and so everything in there is to be burnt because it contains sensitive information. That's for the recycling, and a load of seeds there to go down to the homestead. Talking about the homestead, I bought something, and me and the postman have been crossing paths, but I finally caught him the other day. And am I going to put it up today? I don't know, because I need to take the base of the shed down to the homestead. But like I said, it's raining. But let me see if I can show you. There it is. It is one of these carts. Now, a friend of mine had one of these carts. He's still got one in London. I thought it's very good because all you've got to do is pull. Whereas if I had a wheelbarrow, it's lifting, and I don't think you can put as much in compared to this. So I will put this up at some point and then leave it down the homestead. But I need to take the base down. I also need to take all the tools down, although the shed isn't built yet. But at least if the stuff is down there, then it gives me a bit more space. But the house is going to be quite full today because I've got that tall boy coming from Too Good to Waste. I still haven't decided which room that's going into yet. So I've got that coming, and I've also got the kitchen cabinet, which a lot of you have said will be too big for the shed. And I think it might just about fit. But if it doesn't fit, then I'll just have to keep it in the house and use it as, I don't know, like a bookcase. Or somebody suggested, which I thought was a good idea, that I could put bits of twine in and sort of make a desk that if I was ever to send a parcel to somebody, all the stuff is there. I've got to sneeze. So I haven't had any breakfast yet. I was going to do this thing starting today, and I've done it in the past, it's an app called Too Good To... No, no. It's an app called MyFitnessPal, where you download it and you enter what you have, and then it tells you how many calories you've got left for the day, because I need to take losing weight a bit more seriously than what I have. But they've changed it, or maybe I can't get my head around it. So I had a bit of toast this morning, and there's a feature where you click it to scan like the loaf of bread, and then it gives you all the information. So it's a lot easier than trying to work it out for yourself. But they seem to have put it behind a paywall. And £65 a year for something that I know I will probably stop using in about 2.5 weeks is a bit too much. And even £16 a month is a bit too much. So I don't know whether I've set this up wrong. But the last time I used it, you could go in and you could scan what you were eating. So I could have them now if I was going to eat the cat's food. Scan it, and then it would give you all the carbs and everything. But yeah, so this venture might fail before it even started. Thanks for all the advice as well about Hawaii. I've been having a look at it, and it's a bit more expensive than what I thought. But you've got to have a dream, because if you don't have a dream, how's it going to come true? Right, I think I'd better get some breakfast on the go, otherwise it'll be time for dinner. Nothing like a bit of cold tea. It's Wednesday today, which is usually the day, and I have to check, because with it being bank holiday weekend, I keep thinking it's Monday. But it's Wednesday. But the farmer's not there today. I think he's gone off for a wedding or something, so there's been no collection of eggs. So I'm going to have to be on rations for the next week. I could go and buy them somewhere else, but it's all about getting them fresh from the farmer, isn't it? Right. It's a lot better with this fridge being up here. It's a lot easier just to spin around. I don't need to sign up for any spin classes. I could just be in the house. There we go. Spin around, round, spin around, spin around. Oh, getting a bit dizzy. Right. Where's my... I need to do a bit of washing up, which is what you can't see. Right. Put a bit of butter. Put a bit of pepper. I think I will just have something easy. Oh, I need to go down the butcher's and get some meat. I've got no meat in for tonight. In fact, I think I need to do a shop at some point. Also need to clean the fridge. It needs a good scrub. When's this spinach finishing? Finished, right, this finished yesterday. Best before the 28th, which means we can still have it. So I'll have a few handfuls of that. I'll pop that in the steamer. Nice to see the flowers out there, slowly coming into bloom. Do you ever catch yourself stressing about small things that don't mean anything? Too good to waste. Deliver before 1 o'clock. And the cleaner has arrived for the house next door. And she's parked right outside my house, which is exactly where the van needs to go. So I'm hoping she'll be gone by the time the van turns up. Otherwise, it might be a bit of a fiasco of them having to stop in the middle of the street and take out these two pieces of quite large, heavy furniture. I thought I heard something. Nothing out there. Except the cat who just run past you then. This is... I've never seen this before. When I was in Cardiff I picked this up. In fact, saying that, I should check the date on this as well. July the 1st. June. best before July. June the 1st. I've never seen this before. Black Sheep Crafted Bakery. It's a lovely loaf. Although I'm thinking about trying sourdough. I don't know if it's even available in the village. I know the brown bread isn't. So I will have a look on the internet in a bit at the village notepad thing and see if they sell sourdough. And if they don't, I'll have to buy it online. I mentioned before I was thinking about getting rid of the microwave. I have one, but I just find it's too big. And I don't tend to use it that often anyway. But as somebody said, it would be handy when I start freezing my own soups to put it in. So what I may do is, I may try and sell it for the same amount of money that I would need to buy a mini one. Because I'm never going to put a whole chicken in. It's just going to be for soups and reheating stuff. But I don't have to think about that until I start to produce my own food. I'm really hoping I can get some beans in and things. Now it's all down to the weather. The plan today was to go down there, and I might still go down there, depending on what time Too Good to Waste turn up. If they turn up before 1, which I think that's the plan, although it's been a bank holiday weekend, so maybe they're really busy today, then I will go down and start taking down the rest of the shed. And then I can pop my shed up. And then once my shed is up, it's full steam ahead. Now, when the shed turned up, it arrived with, what do you call it? Rolls of tar. Felt, that's the word, thank you. You in the back there, I just showed you. Felt. So I've got 2 rows of felt to go on top. But I was thinking about buying some of this bitumen, is it bitumen corrugated? It looks like corrugated iron, but it isn't. And I was thinking about putting some of that on top and sort of spending a little bit more money and doing a really good job, and then it's done. Because I find with the felt, it's only really good for a year, and then the birds come down and peck it, and you know, that's in my experience anyway. Because I remember the allotment in London, the shed looked glorious, and I noticed the water started to come in. That's because the birds had got on top and they were starting to peck. Right, I'm going to put the, hold on, spin around again. I'm going to put the kettle on and have a cup of tea. I can't remember if I actually finished that video where people were asking me how many cups of tea do I have in a day. And I've worked out that it's only 7. I thought it would have been more. So I'm going to put the kettle on, and it makes a bit of a noise, so I'll see you back here after the break. I spent some time yesterday sorting out this room. Now it may not look as if much has happened, but I can see the difference. So I've thrown out a lot of stuff. I'm sorting out the things I want to keep. I'm a bit undecided. Things like this. This is an old vlogging camera of mine. There's another one there. Because doing this YouTube channel, I think I've had about 10 different cameras all over the years. I think they still work. So I will test them first and see if there's, well, I don't know what to do with them. Donate them to charity, or if anybody in the comments wants them, maybe send me an email through my blog, SeanJamesCameron.com. But I'll have to find out whether I've got all the leads and things for them first. So this isn't the setup. This will be going into the alcove on the left. The bookcase that's there now will be moving into this alcove here, behind the boxes when they go. And if this kitchen cabinet doesn't fit in the shed, and I'm thinking about putting it here. Just putting it up there, and like I said, using it as a sort of craft place. Or maybe it can go in the corner. The lamp for the desk, I think that's turning up today as well. Do you know, I think it would be good to go through a week where I didn't have to stay in for a delivery. It does feel like the house is now getting to the point where it's not finished, because our houses, are they a bit like gardens? Are they never finished? But it's getting to an adequate position. And then we'll be thinking about Christmas soon, because that's not too far away, isn't it? Where's the Christmas tree going to go? Oh, we'll leave that discussion for another video. And also the discussion I was just thinking then. Oh, shall we even start it now, or shall we just leave it? A real tree or a plastic tree? So there we are, breakfast, cup of tea, scrambled egg, spinach and toast. Oh, I don't think I ever showed you this. I had this, it was sent to me by a company, but unfortunately it was broke. But I can still burn the candle. Anyway, right, let's get on and enjoy this. While I sit here waiting for Too Good to Waste, the postman's just turned up, and all this says is fragile. Let's have a look what this is. Fragile. Oh, look at this. It's a sign, not the sign that I've ordered. That should turn up tomorrow, in fact. Carefully get it out the bag. There you go. Look at that. A few of the flowers have fallen off, but I can get a bit of glue. So let's have a quick look then. Who sent this? Look at that. So it says it is from Christine in Essex. There you go. That will obviously have to go inside the shed because it's not for outdoors. But I'll just get a bit of glue. I might do this today as I'm waiting for the delivery to turn up. And I'll just pop them on there. But there you go. Something for inside the shed. So thank you very much to Christine. The items I bought from Too Good to Waste haven't turned up. And now it's too late to go to the butcher's because the butcher's closed. The only thing I can think of is maybe they turned up when I was in bed. But I deliberately took the house doorbell and put it by the side of the bed, and that would have woken me up. So I'm thinking maybe they've been and they just knocked the door. Which nobody would hear that. Right, so I thought rather than wasting the day, I might put my cart together. Right, that's interesting. I bought it with a cover, but the cover's not here. Right, that's something I will have to chase up. Right, typical. Too good to waste have just turned up outside the door. I had a feeling if I started this, they would turn up. Right, this house is going to get very full very quickly. I'll shift it while you go and get the other one.
All right, brilliant. Thank you very much.
There you go.
I got a bit of room anyway. Right, ready?
There you go.
Lovely.
Thanks.
Thank you very much.
Cheers. See ya. The room is full again. This is the one thing I didn't want to happen. I didn't want to start doing this truck and have all this stuff here. Right. I think that calls for a cup of tea and then get the energy to start shifting things around. Now that I'm looking at it, I think I could agree with you. It just might be a little bit too tall for the old shed. And plus, it's a bit too good for the shed, if I'm honest. Let's just have a cup of tea and then make a plan of action. So there it is. Look at that. The more I look at it, the more I'm actually thinking now that I might keep it in the house here. So for the time being, it can just stay in this room, but I think I'm just going to have to stop going down to too good to waste because I'm quickly running out of space. Problem now, I can't slide my schoolboy figure through. Right, we climb over the banister. Whoops. Look at that sweat. Right. I'm afraid to let it go in case it goes back down the stairs like a Laurel and Hardy. Right. Let's see if I can lift it. Bend to the knees. Come on! Right, this is all well and good, but it's the wrong room. I want to go in that one over there. Beautiful. Oh, that's done. Right, there's just the truck to do, but sweating cobs, yeah? Let's have a fresh cup of tea. Do you remember that TV show? Wonder Woman! Oh dear. There we are, it's finished. I need to go through it and just tighten all the bolts up. But It's in working order. So the cover would go on the inside. So if you wanted to transport dirt, you could. You could just throw the soil in and it wouldn't fall out the sides. So I will chase that up after I've had a rest. When I woke up this morning, I didn't think I'd be doing all this, but it's something else to tick off the list. Right, next thing I need to do is to renew my passport. But I think that's all for today's video. So I'll catch up with you next time after I've had a good rest. So from me until then, bye for now.